Hello and welcome to this very, very special episode of Night Out, where we have one of the most sophisticated and erudite guests we've ever had on the show. And in case you don't know what erudite means, well, that proves my point. We need to have more sophisticated, intelligent guests like Mr. Shekhar Kapur. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
And obviously, you know, you're a man of many, many creative talents and a myriad interests. And you really want to start encouraging other people to express their creativity as well with your latest venture. Do you want to tell us something about it?
Well, I'm a great patriot at heart, and I always believe that, you know, I sometimes one day thought that in about 5 square miles of where I live, in Mumbai, there must be at least 5,000 potential Shekhar Kapurs who never got the opportunity. Now you look at 1.2 billion people, and there must be millions of potential people who want to express themselves and actually never get there. Now, not everybody who plays tennis wants to be the Wimbledon champ, but you must give everybody the chance to play. It's the same with creativity. You must give everybody the chance to be creative. So if I ask you what you do, if I ask anybody in the street what do they do, they say, oh, I do this job. Then they say, but what you really want to do? That's a half an hour answer. So most of them want to be creative. So Rahman and I sat down and said, why don't we give people the opportunity just to be creative? And if social media is expanding as much as it is, why not create a platform on which people can come and share their creativity, provoke each other's creativity, and allow people that want to bubble to the top as brands, they can do it, or just come back. And instead of one flat platform, you're saying, hey there, how are you? What are you doing? You put a little poem in there. Somebody adds to it. Somebody puts music to it. You share photography. You share poems. And you form groups in creative groups. And you get 1 billion people do that.
Yeah, that's a lot of creativity. That's a lot of co-creation going on. And I can't believe we've gotten this far in the show and you haven't told us the name of this project. So do you want to tell us about that?
Q-Y-U-K-I.
Okay.
That's not, it's the only time when U is not followed by U.
Ah, interesting. That's very, very unique. That's very important,
no pressure,
actually.
Yeah, there's no pressure.
Because I think, you know, in today's day and age, we see so much of reality TV. We see so many talent shows which, you know, aim to find the next big thing, so to speak. But this is none of that.
We're not looking for the next big thing unless the next big thing wants to be found. You know, unless the community itself says,
this is amazing.
No, it's amazing. And what will happen is within the community, people will find those people who say, this person or this group is amazing, and then they all start to conglomerate and form communities around them. So there'll be it's like a ecosystem.
It's like an ecosystem.
Correct.
And you're the man who certainly knows a lot about that, of course.
No,
in so many ways. And you know, also the collaboration between you and Mr. Rahman, you know, obviously he's someone who's a very reticent sort of soul. You know, we know that he mentors people. So it was interesting to hear that he was part of this as well. Was it difficult to get him on board, or was he always gung-ho about the idea?
Rahman's never gung-ho about anything. He kind of comes in like in a spiritual way to everything and looks for the spirit side of it. So when I went to him, I explained to him the spirit side. He actually said, in 1990s, I talked to him about the internet. And he said in an interview where he said, I couldn't even spell internet when Shekhar talked to him. He said, Rahman, one day, that's how people listen to your music. And they're not going to buy CDs. They're going to listen to the music on this platform. And so why don't we do something on this platform? And after all, why don't we give back?
Yeah.
That appealed to his spirit side, his spiritual side.
Absolutely. And we know that he has a very, very deep spiritual side, obviously. And you, of course, are a man with a vision in so many ways and always seem to be looking to the future. And that doesn't seem to be very much different. Even with your next film, that's going to be the case, really. So some people are saying a Romeo and Juliet set in the future. Is there any truth to that? Yes, I know.
It's about a time when a city like Mumbai divides itself into 2 cities. And there's the upper city and there's the lower city. The upper city takes all the water. And now thirst has become a weapon. Now, I've only put it in the future because the city in its absolute form doesn't exist. But that condition already exists.
It does.
I mean, so
that's true.
if 5 or 10% people take all the water and then control the rest of the population through the control of water, which is what will happen when we privatize water, is what this film's about. It's about a time when thirst becomes a weapon of political and social control. Now, that was the fear that I had. And within that fear, of course, there's a love story.
It has to be.
Of course, there's a brother and sister story. Of course, there's going to be entertainment. Otherwise, why would anybody be
watching it? Absolutely. Yeah, because it's a topic perhaps a lot of people don't want to think about. They may need to think about it, but they don't want to.
Think about it. 95% of India gets up in the morning. The first that they think about is water.
Absolutely.
Oh, it came at 4 o'clock in the morning. No, it's coming at 5. No, it didn't come at all. Let's fill our bucket. Where am I going to get water from? It's only 5% of people who actually don't have to think about water.
So suppose someone who's a wannabe actor or someone who feels that they would suit this film well actually went on Kyunki. Would you actually pay attention to them? Or
If the community loved them, of course I would.
Yeah? So
Yeah. It's about. I'm not in charge of Kyunki.
Okay.
You are.
I see. So we'll
And they
all
are.
select the next
Your
person.
viewers are in charge of Kyunki. Yes.
So if you want to be part of Pani, you know where to go.
Yes, go to Kyunki.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
India's #1 news app. Just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.